Amity at war. After their meeting with the young king, Samantha and Clog hurried back to Amity to debrief with Queen Ruby Red. They had many talks with advisors and then reviewed the information to make possible solutions to stop the war. It was clear that the people in the kingdom that was attacking them wanted peace. The group that had taken over their government was very powerful. It was made up of people who hated and people who were greedy for money. They did not tolerate anyone who opposed them. Clog said attacking them would also hurt some innocent people, so that would be difficult. They all agreed that the first thing to do was identify who these people were and where they were. Perhaps the young king and his followers would provide the information. What could they do once that information was available? Clog said he could just go over there and do his fire trick. Samantha said that their magic was not strong enough to move the bad leaders and all their followers to prison. Ruby Red talked with the people and thought she would share her ideas with Samantha, Clog, and the young king. Why were their followers? Some were too scared that their families would be bullied and their lives made miserable if they did not join the bad leaders. Others liked the extra power they got from being part of the bad group. They all liked the gifts they got, as the bad leaders had gained great wealth by getting power. The solution she had arrived at was to vanish the wealth and money of the bad leaders and give it to the people. This would greatly reduce the number of followers, and the bad leaders would be stuck with no money for weapons and gifts. They agreed with her idea and started to work out what to do.
Ruby Red and the solution to the war. On a visit to the king's palace, he told Ruby Red that he would soon lose power and was worried for the peace-loving people in his kingdom. He would no longer be able to provide them with safety. Their lives would soon get very difficult with bullying and the theft of their wealth by the new leaders. Ruby Red said she would come back to him after talking with the people in Amity and getting their agreement to an idea she had. A plan was worked out with the people of Amity. They decided that they had plenty of room in Amity. It would be good to have more people who shared their values. They would build homes and farms for the new people when they arrived. There was plenty of work to be done, making farms and facilities that would help them settle down in Amity. Extra hands were welcome, as there was a lot of work to do to house and feed the extra people. After all, the current people had been in the same position at other places and had chosen to live in Amity. The only condition was that any people who caused trouble in Amity would be sent back to their old kingdom. The king said that he would move to and stay in Amity. It would be a message to his people to follow him. The king watched Ruby Red in the loving way for the people. Others noted that he was very fond of Ruby Red and never stopped looking at her when she was around. After all, she was stunning in looks and intelligence. She was also a very caring and powerful person. Ruby Red was seen giggling a lot when alone and talking with her friend Samantha. Clearly, love was in the air. Amity made it known that peace-loving people were welcome. Many people quietly left the old kingdom and moved to Amity. They were made welcome as Amity accepted people from all different cultures. There was no prejudice against different people. Vampires, werewolves, and others like fairies and dragons, if they wished to live in peace. The new children made new friends, as did the adults. They all settled down and worked to have happy lives. They said that they would fight to keep the peace in Amity if they had to. Ruby Red and Lucius the King spent a lot of time solving problems that the people had. They also spent a lot of time talking and holding hands, Clog the Dragon said to Samantha.